Let's begin by creating a new file now. If you have chosen the default template with the heart icon in the template section, it will automatically open once you click File, New. If you haven't done so or would like to open another template, then you can click on File, New from Template. Once the file is open, please save it. It is important to save your work as often as you can to avoid losing any progress in case of a SketchUp crash. Next, import the JPEG file and scale it up. Now, select the X-ray mode and you can start creating lines and surfaces as we have learned in the previous lessons. I start with creating all walls first. Now this is how your walls should look like. Have a look specifically at the surfaces of the floor, the walls, the windows, and the door area and how they separate from each other. This is super important once we start building our walls up to be able to separate those surfaces from another. A good base will save you time in the end, so make it a habit to create detailed floor plans from the beginning, especially if you're going to use this one and build up your 3D from it. Now I create my windows. You may be able to copy some and adjust them to save yourself time. You may notice that the window representation differs slightly from those in previous videos. Some windows have 3 lines, while others have 5. I chose this display to represent whether my windows extend from floor to ceiling or have walls underneath them. This visual cue will help during spatial planning, reminding me which windows are full height and which are not. So let's now adjust those windows, which are full height, and simply keep 3 lines only instead of 5. Now I start grouping my windows by selecting the surfaces and click Command G. Once we have finished grouping our windows, I would like to demonstrate what will occur underneath the windows. This area is essentially cut out from our floor plan, and this step will prove beneficial when we begin constructing our walls. Trust me and follow this workflow, it will all become clear in the end. Next, we need to group our walls and floors before proceeding to create doors. Otherwise, the same effect will occur where this area will be cut out from our floor plan. However, in this case, we will want to preserve the surface for our floor. To accomplish this, select all surfaces and exclude the windows by holding Shift and clicking on them, since they are already grouped. Now we can group everything else that is remain. Now we can proceed with creating the doors and make copies since they are all the same width. You can obviously decide on how you want to represent your windows that makes the most sense to you and your client. There are various ways to depict 2D windows depending on the specific type of window you want to showcase. You can search the web for examples of how to display fixed windows, sliding windows, and other variations to create them accurately. Now in this case, in our Eden Springs floor plan, I have incorporated fixed windows with additional divisions. This means that some windows have an extra vertical frame within them to indicate multiple divisions. Then I also have incorporated ladders for my windows. This is because I want to provide you with more details about the divisions and wall heights that may be underneath the windows. You can have a look at how I displayed that within the PDF plan, or you can also see it here since we imported the first page of the PDF. We're going to need those informations once we start building our 3D walls up. To create letters or words in general, you can click on 3D text. There you can type in your text or letter. You can choose your alignment, your fonts, and its size. If you click Filled, your letter will be filled with the surface. Otherwise, it only creates lines. You can leave the extruded part out, since this will create a 3D text. We don't want that in this case. Please note that SketchUp usually inverts the text for some reason, so you may need to reverse the faces. You can do so by going inside the letter or word with a double click. Then you click Command A and select All. Then you click Right to reverse the faces. I have also incorporated skylights and arched door openings, which I usually display with dotted lines within SketchUp. Unfortunately, there is no current tool which automatically creates dotted lines. I hope SketchUp will incorporate this in the future. You have the option in SketchUp Layout though, but in this case, I want to showcase them within my floor plan. Let me show you now quickly how I would create this skylight. I start by creating guides to set my middle point for my circle. Then I know that my skylight is at 800 millimeters in diameter or 31.5 inches. So I create my outer circle. Then I use my offset tool to create another line in between. The middle part will be my frame. You can use the standard frame size we have used for the windows of 50 millimeters or 1.97 inches, or you choose another thickness. Then I click on the Explode curve for both circles and remove the lines in between. Then I also group both lines to be able to copy this skylight to another place. For lines it's very similar, only that you need to click right and say divide. By moving your mouse up and down, you see that it shows a preview of how many faces you want to divide it into. Let's say I choose 16 to be able to achieve a similar look like the circle version. Then I also just remove the lines in between. On top of my floor plan, you will see that I have copied all my doors, windows and openings. This way I could potentially save time for future projects and just copy this box from one file to another. I may need to adjust the size of my windows depending on the project obviously, but I will definitely save time by this. You could also build a completely separate SketchUp file to collect all your 2D symbols to be able to use them later on. It could be like a master file for your 2D symbols. Just so you know, since you bought this course with me, you are free to use all my symbols and all my furniture and even textures I have built for all your projects, so don't need to worry. So please go ahead if you want to practice this. You can recreate the whole floor plan just the way I showed you in this video. If you already know or feel comfortable doing this, you can use my master file. In the next video, I will show you how we do the spatial planning for each room.